Hey everybody, I'm Philip.
And I'm Justin.
And together, we are Pajamas. This
What's there to say?
This is directly after the last video. Let's just get started, because the sooner we do, the sooner it's done. Fart Aliens, Part 2. Let's go. Can I just Men in Black flashy thing myself once this is over so I forget these last two episodes? Save the assistant guy. Get back in there. No, go get him. She could have just ran herself, like... ...2005.
Little word of advice. Don't stand them against the lift.
And if the doctor makes it downstairs, shoot on sight!
Or chase after him like anyone else would.
Let me kiss you better. Kiss you with my big green lips.
I can smell an old girl, stale perfume, and brittle bones.
Who exactly are the Slovene?
They're aliens.
Yes, I got that, thanks. Murdered your way to the top of government. What for? Invasion?
Why would we invade this godforsaken rock?
Fair.
End of lesson.
Got anything stronger?
No chance. I've seen you when you've had a few. This ain't time for a conga.
Literally shrinks them down a bit. That's why there's all that gas. It's a big exchange.
Wish I had a compression field. I could fit a size smaller. Launch a nuclear bomb at them.
You're a very violent young woman.
I'm serious. Well, there's nothing like that.
You've known about aliens for years. They just kept us in the dark.
Mickey, you were born in the dark.
Just answer me this. Is my daughter safe?
Hush! That's not me. Go and see who that is.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Or go and tell them that.
Buckets! Yeah, pickled onion! Pickled eggs!
I beg of the United Nations, pass an emergency resolution. Give us the access codes.
They want the whole world panicking because you get scared, you lash out.
They release the defense
And the
codes.
Slovene go nuclear.
We reduce the earth to molten slag, then sell it. Piece by piece.
Everyone's home, just waiting, as the future is decided in New York.
Oh, we are the son of retention.
Oh, look at that! The telephone is actually red.
Only elected representative in this room, chosen by the people, for the people, and on behalf of the people, I command you.
Mickey the idiot. The world is in your hands.
Mickey the idiot.
Only I don't know, he's an alien. For all I know, he eats grass and safety pins and things.
You got a phone?
You think I can travel through space and time and haven't got a phone?
My mother's cooking.
Good, put her on a slow eat and let her simmer. I could fly the TARDIS right into the heart of it. Hurtle right across the sky and end up anywhere. Your choice.
That's manipulative.
See you in 10 seconds' time.
10 seconds.
We survived. The alien part was what it was. The back end of it, though, I did like that. We did tie up the loose ends I complained about with the boyfriend. We took care of the mom. So now they know what's going on. I like that they did that. So we had to suffer through fart aliens to all that just to get the human part of it taken care of. Like, we addressed the problems that are we just not going to talk about this again?
And the possibility of potential conflicts of love.
Yes. I did like their motive for wanting to destroy the Earth. Like, it made sense. I mean, I thought that was clever. I think they could have just done the aliens and the idea of it a little less hokey and juvenile. Like the whole... Part 2 is better than Part 1.
Oh, yes.
And
I also thought that it was quite clever that it would be something as simple as vinegar that could destroy them.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to overlook the fact that the missile just happened to kill them all and hit them right where they were, but not kill anybody else. Okay. I'm going to have to get used to this. It's like science fiction James Bond is what I'm going to have to... with fart aliens. And zombies.
Extremely convenient coincidences.
Yeah. Like, them surviving made sense because they were in the box thing. I like that. I like that we had character development with the boyfriend and the mom. I like that a lot. I'm just saying that the boyfriend and the mom should just get together. They should date at this point because why not? But the mom was like, had more depth to her character. She was more than just like compensation, money.
Like in the first episode.
Or even in the second one. I think she's talking about money then too. When she called her and, like I said, they humanized the characters. They weren't just cookie cutter ridiculousness. Like, I wasn't a fan of the boyfriend, but they even gave him something to do as an actor, and as a character. They wrote more for him to do, which was cool.
And gave him an important part in saving the world.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, at least something good came out of this.
They really should probably have had a discussion on her disappearance. He did mention what he had to go through, but it went from that and then immediately went to something else, and they seemed to be all right with that quick transition.
Yeah.
And I would think that the mother would be a little more traumatized. She seemed to, under the circumstances, have calmed down rather well.
Yeah, she did. At least with the boyfriend, he was still pissed. You could tell he was very unhappy. He was begrudgingly going through everything, and the mom was just mad at the doctor for good reason.
It seems that despite how much of an expert he is, time travel isn't exactly something that he can do perfectly.
We still don't know if Rose is his first companion, I guess. Especially this being a reboot of the series. I'm assuming the previous seasons that came before this aren't in canon. I don't know. I don't know how the Whovian universe works. Yeah, because this one kind of made him seem like kind of a jerk. And whenever he's questioned about something, all he does is not answer. He'll just stay silent until either the subject changes or something happens to distract people.
Well, like he said, even if he were to give an explanation, if it wouldn't have made sense, would it have made a difference?
No, even when the mom was like, will she be safe? He could have just said yes or no. He knew the answer was no, but he just didn't say anything because he wants Rose to be with him. So he came off in this one as just very selfish.
I wonder if maybe, since he knows the future, he may know about his own future. And maybe that's why he wants her with him.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I would hope so, because otherwise he's just coming off as very manipulative, as I said during the episode, and just kind of cold and callous as far as people and their emotions and bonds with Rose and otherwise.
He's able to go forward and backward in time an immense amount of centuries, and even more than that.
Yeah.
But yet he cannot get in 12 hours of something happening.
Yeah, right?
That was something that actually I did wonder.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's able to do all of that, but it seems that maybe time travel isn't an exact science yet.
But we've seen him like place himself specifically in certain moments so far.
So he can do it.
At very precise moments, or precise places, rather, for him to not understand that it had been a year, 12 months since Rose had last been seen. You think it'd be a little more precise than that. Like, that's
not a very tactful doctor, is he?
Well, it's just a bad calculation. Like, if you've been doing this for this long,
well, yes.
Then how are you not better at it? I get it was the plot, obviously. It was to make everything and tie in the mom and the boyfriend. I get all that. But just from a world building point of view, if you've traveled time and space as much as you have, how is 12 months? Which has to be like just a drop in the bucket. Not even that of what he can do and where he can go. How can you go to like the planet getting destroyed within half an hour and get it just right, but you can't get a year? It's just weird. It's just weird to me. But maybe there's more about it. Just like with the mother and the boyfriend stuff I was questioning. Maybe they'll explain that more in episodes as we go on. I don't know. Just right now, as is, we're new to it, so we're kind of absorbing it and reacting to it as we see it.
Interestingly, actually, once the mistake had been realized, they could have gone back into the TARDIS and fixed it.
Yeah. Thought that too.
That would have easily have solved the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Go back inside and switch it from 12 months to 12 hours.
Or like when the aliens invaded or whatever, just go back before they did that. Like, why? Like, that's one thing I don't understand is if you can travel at will, like, they never said like the TARDIS needs to recharge or anything like that so far as we know. So why not just get back in the machine and fix whatever's going on? Like when they were in 1869, go back to 1868 and get it before it starts. Why when he lands, why is time absolute? Why can't he not just go, like you said, just go back? Go back to before this happened, or go back to, 10 seconds. Because she said 10 seconds. It's going to be 10 years. How do you know? Because clearly, so far, he can't take you back where you need to be at the right time. So it's just weird. It's
a thought that was in my head that she said 10 seconds, and well, then sometime later, 10 seconds? Oh, we're back 10 years later.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Also, we forgot to mention, because we just jumped right into this one, because as we said in the last video, we wanted to rip it off, just rip the Band-Aid off, get it over with. We're obviously not in the workroom, we're in the living room. We went over all of that in the last video, in the very beginning, so if the audio and video is worse than it was before, we apologize, but we had no choice. We had to do the stuff in here today, and make do. So, yeah, little detour, that's why we're in here, and it's not the usual spot for the first 3 videos. All right, I think it's time for a break. I think back-to-back episodes of Fart Aliens was...
It's enough for now.
Yeah, that's a little bow on the viewing for now. So, as always, I don't have a fancy outro, so I'll simply say thank you for watching, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.
Goodbye.